Hello, everybody. This is the overview for the week 5 section of Summer School English 1B. And this week is really focused on generating exercises for your third essay. And you're kind of used to that by now. If you work your way through all of these generating exercises and put a lot of thought into them, by the time you get to the end of those, you'll have most of your third essay finished. So I'm breaking it down into individual topics that could possibly be used as sub-arguments. Now, there's something else at the end of this week I'd like you to look at. I'm going to share the screen with you. And this is material that is labeled as voluntary and not required, but I want you to seriously consider this. Okay, first of all, here's the end of all your generating exercises in week 5. And then between week 5 and week 6, this is the nature of an accelerated class where it's also asynchronous. You probably want to be working ahead to week 6 as soon as possible, because we're coming up to the end of the summer term and you're going to have to make a decision about which song and which poem to write about. If you'll notice here, I say if you can't find 2 poems, ideas from the instructor for topics, okay, and I have a bunch of paired songs and poems, or 2 poems compared to each other. Now, this is kind of going back to the old style of teaching where the teacher just tells you what to read and what to write about, and you can certainly do that and pick some of the pairings that I have here. But all semester long, I have been encouraging you to work on developing the critical thinking skills to find what you like to read. And so these are the exercises on finding poems and songs. And this is between week 5 and 6. Notice that they're labeled voluntary, not graded. You don't have to do them if you don't want to, but I also don't want to shortchange you. This is material that we actually usually require during the fall and spring semester to kind of help you decide what poem and song you want to write about. See, when we get to week 6, we're getting the lecture material on poems and songs, and then we're immediately going into the generating exercises between July 18th and July 24 to write about your poems or your poem and your song. And so we have to make a decision before week 6 about what you're going to write about. So if it was an 18-week semester, we'd have a little bit more time to make that decision. But don't worry, if you're running out of time, if you're stressed out about finishing your third essay, and you don't have time to put a lot of thought and effort into choosing which song and poem to write about, I have presented you with some pairings that are certainly interesting, and you can just get into writing about those right away. It's your choice, okay? Have fun with this as always, and don't approach it as a chore or something stressful. If you enjoy it, you'll learn much more.